Hey friends, I'm Dr. Parag Sanghvi, life coach and a medical advisor, founder Be Your Force. Each one of us have a journey which we have traveled, and each one of us has many stories to tell. Some of these stories are really inspiring. It has lots of learning curves in it. When I introduce myself as a life coach, generally few questions normally pop up. Why are you practicing as a life coach when you are a doctor? Or are you really both a life coach and a doctor? And then I have to share with them my journey from a radiologist to a life coach. In this video, I am going to share that journey and the learning curves which my journey has got in it. Let's go in a flashback, year 1993, 12 days after my final MBBS exams. I did something so stupid that I'm still paying its price. I underwent a corrective refractive surgery for both my eyes to remove these specs. What I got in return was something I had never thought, I had never imagined, even in my wildest dreams. The ophthalmologist who performed the surgery butchered both my corneas and damaged it to the point of no return. I didn't take any action against the doctor who had performed the surgery on me. At that time, I thought it was my foolishness rather than the negligence of the doctor. But in retrospection, I think I should have taken the action. Not that it would have done any good to me, but it would have stopped him from repeating this harakiri. The period after my surgery was the period of my internship, during which I had to run from one ophthal to another to get the problem of my eyes fixed. My vision had started dropping, and after a period of about 7 to 8 months and lots of trial and error with the contact lenses, I finally got a special contact lens fitted for my eyes. I could see reasonably well. There were lots of problems associated with vision, but I could still manage. It also taught me how people behave when you are at your low, how insensitive people could be to your health problems. I learned that you have to accept even your downfall with pride and with strong resilience. I should here thank my Dean of GS Medical College where I was studying, Dr. Pradna Pai, who helped me throughout this process. She was supposed to be a strict academician, but for me, she was a God-sent help. Just imagine I had got operated to remove my specs, and here I was with a damaged and butchered cornea and with vision which had lots of problems. I then had to choose my post-graduation field. I was very inclined to take up any surgical line, but I took up radiology, which was less taxing in terms of residency. That's the time when we do our post-graduation. That is the first time I made a compromise in life, and it gave me my first learning curve. You cannot plan everything. You have to change your plan according to the situation. I completed my post-graduation in radiology. There were limitations. I could not work for longer hours. In between, I had to remove my lenses to give rest to my cornea. I joined some hospitals to get experience and then started my private practice. 1 year in practice and my right eye vision started dropping. I had to wind up my practice, sell my sonography machine and sit home. Again running from one ophthal to another. This happened somewhere in mid-1999. I got my first right eye transplant in the year 2000, February. From the period of mid-1999 to 2000, I had given up radiology. I was helping my father in his work and was not sure whether I will ever be able to join radiology again. Things don't go smoothly always. When you are down, you still start going down. And that's what happened with me. After my successful transplant in the right eye, my left eye region started dropping. And in early 2002, I got my left eye transplant. When I gave up radiology, it was the second time I had made compromise in my career. And that's the second learning curve of my journey. Accept, compromise and reset. Accepting the ground realities and compromising sometimes helps you to move forward. Compromise is not always a negative word. It can sometimes be a positive word and a very strong word, as in my case. It was very easy for me to fall in the trap of depression, but I didn't. Instead, I compromised. I decided to give one more chance to radiology. Between the year 2001 and 2002, that's after my corneal transplant in the right eye, I started practicing radiology again. There were times when I used to do sonography with only one eye. And that's, my friend, is the third learning curve of my journey. Where there is a will, there is a way. We all know this phrase, but in my case, I actually experienced it. Finally, in 2003, February, I restarted my own radiology practice. Of course, I had limitations and problems with my vision, but I could manage. Slowly, my practice increased. I started getting more patients. I bought a bigger place, bought more equipments, started offering more services. My reputation, my earning as a radiologist increased slowly and gradually. I earned money, name and fame. In short, I was quite successful. And this is the fourth learning curve of my journey. If you believe in yourself, your capabilities, and if you are confident enough, nothing, I repeat, nothing can stop you from being successful. My story does not end here, my friends. My life has been full of twists and turns, and there was another twist in my life. In the year 2015, December, I realized that my vision was slowly deteriorating. My corneas were getting old, and due to the constant wear and tear over the period of 15 years, it was becoming thin. It was then that I decided to wind up my practice. At the peak of my career, it was the toughest, most hardest decision of my life. Imagine you have to abort your 15-year-old baby. How bad it could be. This was the third compromise I had made related to my career. I saw this as an opportunity to do something different, where I could touch people's life, which I was always been passionate about. Life coaching provided me that platform, that channel. And two learning curves with this. One is that life always gives you an opportunity to convert your liabilities into your asset. And the second one is sometimes the most difficult, the most trying moments of your life could be the most defining, most transformational and most motivating moments of your life. Life coaching is not just about getting an accreditation, getting a certificate. It's making use of your experience, your life experiences, your maturity in helping people overcome the challenges, helping them to achieve their goals, helping them to excel in the life which they want. I realize that most of us focus only on certain areas of life such as money, career, luxury, materialistic gains and often tend to neglect on areas such as relationship, health and wellness, personal growth, spiritual growth, emotional growth. I therefore developed myself as a holistic life coach where I coach on all the essential and crucial areas of our life and have a look at a 360-degree perspective of each one's life. I try to interconnect all the essential areas and get the best out of my coaching. Being a medical person, I have developed a niche as a health and wellness coach too. I have another learning curve to share from my journey. Not all passions are inborn. You can develop it too. I had passion for surgical line. However, I could not take it, but I developed passion for radiology. Another learning curve. When you do anything with passion, it gives you immense happiness and satisfaction. Doing something with passion is very, very, very important. After my eye issues, I never thought I would be able to practice radiology again. But I never gave up. I not only practiced radiology again, but I was very successful. Even after giving up my radiology practice, I didn't give up. And here I am as a life coach. And this brings me to the 9th learning curve of my journey. Never give up. Perseverance. The only difference between success and failure. Never give up. And the last and the most profound learning curve of my journey is every innings begin with a 0. No matter how successful you are in your first innings, the second innings always begins with a 0. These are the words of legendary cricketer Sunil Gavaskar as told to Harsha Bhogle, another great cricket enthusiast and a live cricket encyclopedia. And it's very apt for my journey. No matter how successful I was as a radiologist, I still had to start my career as a life coach from scratch. I am on that path, a path which I have chosen, a path which I am passionate about, which I am good at it, through which I can contribute to the society, through which I can earn money, which will give me immense satisfaction, happiness and immense contentment. This is Dr. Parag Sanghvi, life coach, medical advisor. Life is beautiful. Thank you. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel guys and click on the bell icon to get all the notifications. Like my video, share it and leave comments below. I promise to come up with such amazing and informative videos on topics related to all walks of life. Life is beautiful. Thank you.